Hey guys, and welcome to the Dictionaries lecture. A dictionary is another useful data type built into Python, which is sometimes found in other languages as associative arrays. Unlike lists, which are indexed by a range of numbers, say from 0 to n, dictionaries are indexed by keys, which can be any immutable type, that is, a type where you cannot change the value, such as strings or numbers. It's really best to think of dictionaries as an unordered set of key value pairs with the requirement that the keys are unique within one dictionary. What does that mean? Well, let's try to understand it by going through an example. We can create an empty dictionary by first setting a variable, let's say call it dictionary, and then using empty braces. Now, this isn't really exciting and we can do better. Unless we opt to add in more key value pairs into this dictionary, there isn't really anything that it's going to do that's useful to us. So let's actually create a dictionary that's going to store the phone numbers for our friends. So we have our dictionary tell, and we're going to make it store the names as the keys. So we'll have our friend Mary, and her phone number is 4165. And that is the first key value pair, and we can separate the entries using commas. So we have our friend John, and his phone number is 4512, and we have our friend Jerry, and his phone number is 5555. Not that exciting, not the best number, but that's okay. And there we have tell, and it's important to note that the values are actually unordered. We entered Jerry and his number first, but he came at the front, and ordering in this dictionary isn't really relevant. Instead, the keys are mapped to values. If we want to insert a specific key value pair, we can actually specify the dictionary, and then let's have a new friend that we just made named Jane, and her number is 525432. And if we call tell, you'll see that Jane is now also part of our dictionary. So that's actually one of the three main operations you want to do on a dictionary. So you have insert, you have delete, and you have lookup. Insertion just takes the key and then takes a value and it's in. Lookup, we can specify the dictionary that we want to use and then the key. So let's look up Jerry's number. And I know that you know what his number is because it's right there, but if we enter it, you'll see that this looks for the key Jerry and then returns us the value 5555. Finally, there's the operation delete, which we can just specify the dictionary, and then sadly, Jerry's no longer our friend and we got rid of him. And you can see he's not there anymore. Now, you might be wondering, why exactly are dictionaries useful? I mean, we could just use a list to store the numbers for all of our friends, but the way that the dictionary is structured, it's a lot more convenient when we want an address mapped to a name, because it's the values are associative, right? If we were to put all of the names and numbers into a list of lists, we would have to search through every single element and check if, say, it was Jerry or John or Mary, and that takes some time, versus if we want to look up Jerry, we can immediately find Jerry and then get returned his number. And that's going to become more important when you look at the complexity of separate operations. That's not quite relevant yet, but it will be later on. And with the dictionary, we can actually, make things a bit more efficient. And I guess that's about it for this lecture, and I'll see you guys next time.